What's up? Good morning, y'all, especially you early birds over here on the West Coast. This is NorbCam coming at you. I'm here at Los Angeles International Airport, LAX, on my way back from New Mexico, heading over to back to home, Seattle, technically Renton, Washington. And I got a few minutes before I jump on my American Airlines flight, so I'm just killing time, chatting about whatever you guys want to chat about. While I got a few. What's up, Gangrene David, Contora, Fletch, Nathan, Maverick, Fletch, 1 a.m. Australia. Well, good morning or good night over there. Empire Slot Chasers. Am I going to be at the October 8th game versus the Rams? Actually, I was just going to mention that thanks to a friend of mine down there, I will be going to the LA Rams game, joining a bunch of Seahawks fans in that section. Thanks to my buddy Sonny down in Los Angeles. So thank you, Sonny, for hooking me up. Legit Boss was here. Ian Brown, Mr. Taze, what's up? Monica, Kailoa Studios. Hey, I haven't talked to you in a while. Gangrene, we're gonna lose tomorrow. Who are you guys playing? I haven't looked at all the schedules tomorrow. Who are the Jets playing? I'm looking forward to seeing how Curse does with you guys. Actually, I'm nervous about it. Feel bad for Curse having to leave the Pacific Northwest and now with the Jets, but we'll see what happens. Oh, you gonna do a vlog? All right, we'll check it out. Tomorrow, of course, excited because of the Seahawks-Packers game. 1 o'clock Seattle time, 4 o'clock East Coast. Gangrene 4-12 all day. Who are you guys gonna beat though? But thank you for sending Sheldon Richardson to us. That was very nice of you guys to do. Thank you. That may just be the thing that puts us over the top. Spokane, Legit Boss was here. Nathan is Seattle weather in Vegas, raining. Oh, isn't that weird? Robert Chick wants to know, do you think Russell Wilson is going to win the MVP? You know, I think there's a chance. You know, I mean, it's so early to predict. Haven't even played one game yet. Just like to assume that the Patriots are suddenly going to suck because they got their asses handed to them on Thursday night doesn't mean they're going to stink the rest of the year either. But at this point, I'm playing Mr. Optimistic with a 14-2 prediction. So I'm going to say, why not? Why not Russell Wilson? Why not Russ get the MVP? He's going to have to be consistent, and obviously got to get that kind of touchdown ratio that he had like the end of the season 2 years ago, or even his rookie, or that year he had like broke the records for passing touchdowns. It was like 25, tied, or not broke the record, tied Peyton Manning's touchdown record. He's going to have that kind of performance. Der Ex-Luthor likes the prediction song, doesn't think we're going to lose against the Giants. Yeah, we'll see. We've done pretty well in New York, but I don't know. I just think New York's going to be a little bit better this year, you know? Well, we'll see what happens. Colin Weathers wants to know, who do I think will be the best player on the Seahawks this year? Huh, that's an interesting question. It's hard to nail just one. Basically, you'd be saying, who's the MVP? You know, I mean, obviously Russell Wilson's up there in that category, but there's going to be every I guess you look at it from offensive side. I think I guess I should say that keys that people were going to have great games. From offense, obviously Russell's going to have to be great with the ball. On defense, I'm going to have to say that I'm going to say Earl Thomas, bouncing back from his injury, is going to have to come back and show the world that he's as good as he was when he got injured last year, and bring that threat, that fear of his presence back there that changes the game plans for other teams. That's going to be important back there. And then Tyler Lockett as well, coming back from injury and making a effect again on special teams. I gotta start getting ready to jump on this plane. Empire Slot Chasers says he likes how he thinks, or Nathan says that. Going undefeated. I see where you're coming from. Let's see. When the Raiders move to Vegas, do you plan on visiting the stadium? Yeah, I might check it out, just out of curiosity. Maybe once the buzz and the hype and the demand goes down, I might have to go check it out. I'm starting to get on this plane. Let's start working my way in. E.T. is right. E.T. phone home. Not sure they've even called yet so far. There's a Michael Bennett question here. Michael Bennett, oh, TTG. Always interesting comments from TTG. Michael Bennett is a race baiter and professional victim. Well, I still think we haven't. Alright, we can get in here. I'll keep this rolling anyway until it gets cut off. We have much, I think there's still a lot left in this story. It's going to be played out in regards to Michael Bennett. You know, obviously he's moving forward with his potential civil rights lawsuit, and the police department in Las Vegas is wanting an investigation of their own. So at some point, the truth will be found in there. Of all places in the world, you'd think in Las Vegas, they're going to have cameras everywhere. So it's hard to imagine that at some point they won't have the entire story laid out. But right now, to me, I don't think there's enough evidence either way. Truth, the LVBD released a new video, says TTG. Well, I don't know. So it's the one that I saw, the one that you posted last time, and unless it's something new, I didn't see anything to me that proved anything. I just saw a police officer's point of view. I didn't really see what Bennett was doing. He tried to narrate what he was doing, but I didn't actually see it. And you don't see what actually happens when he gets taken down. So I don't think there's any proof on that. Hold on a second. Chicken. Looks like they're gonna have to take my hand carry. Hi there.
Hello. I'm gonna take your man and I'm here for
Okay, no problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're now ready for flight 1616 in San Francisco. I'll be 52 days in golf. We know that all concierge key passengers.
All right, thank you.
Concierge key along with all U.S. military personnel passengers.
All right. These are all these small planes that you don't actually get on the jetway. You actually walk through the kind of ground level. And they can take a little ramp that brings you up into the plane. Where am I sitting? 21C. Loud out here. One of these smaller size planes. American. We're back. If it was asking me, did I download the Trace Me app? I did. It's pretty cool, actually. I did not have Periscope yet.
Welcome aboard to those of you just joining us. We do ask if you have a larger rubberboard to please place it into the first open space that you notice as you make your way towards the back of the aircraft. You would argue full and overhead space, so again, if you have a larger
What's the
rubberboard,
biggest problem the Seahawks need to improve this year?
any smaller items, just hold on to those items until after we complete the boarding process. Thank you again and welcome aboard.
Are these full already, or is there room for this? Just this one? I think I'll go in there. All right. Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, we're in business. Need my neck pillow. Thank you. All right, we're set. No. Play DJ for life too.
Sorry, yeah.
Not first class today.
That's my water, right?
Oh, that's yours?
Yes. It was nice of me.
Alright, let's see if I ask that question. Sammy says, what's the biggest problem Seattle has to improve? Well, the easy one would be the offensive line from last year. I said many times before. I don't think that's going to be an issue this season. So instead of that easy answer, I'm going to say red zone. You got to convert touchdowns in the red zone. That's where Eddie Lacy and Jimmy Graham got to come into play. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to know, is the NFC better than the AFC? Good question. Is that based on who wins the Super Bowl, or as a whole, team for team? Are there more better teams in the AFC than NFC? I have to say the NFC, slightly biased, is probably the better conference, or better conference. I think the NFC will win the Super Bowl this year. You know what I mean? Mauricio Reyes, Doug Baldwin, the top 5 wide receiver this season. I think that'll happen. He's on fire. Play DJ for life too. Do you think that Lacy and Rawls will get even touches? I don't think it's going to be even because Procise is going to be in there getting touches on third down. They'll be close, but it's going to be running back by committee, so I think it's not going to be even. I think it's going to be, depending on Rawls' health tomorrow, but Rawls will get the bulk of carries, and then Lacy and Procise probably split, with maybe even Carson getting the field with them too. Mega noob, Toby Ducks. No, do you think that Tyler Lockett is the 4th fastest wide receiver in the league? What would we have to put ahead of him? Antonio Brown, he's pretty fast. I'm missing a bunch of others. I don't know if he's even top. I don't even know if he's top 4. Definitely top 10. Happy Swagger, what's going on? Thank you. San Diego Charger fan. Chargers versus Broncos Monday night game. What do you got and why? That's a good question. I haven't watched a lot of Broncos during this preseason. I'm gonna give the nod though to Philip Rivers and the Chargers because their number 1 offense looked pretty good against us in that first preseason game. And I've always said that Philip Rivers is a really good quarterback who's just always been on the team that just can't quite get over the hump. And I think I think they'll get it done on Monday. I'm going for the Chargers in that game. 5 shock. It feels like it's going to be Raiders against the Seahawks Super Bowl. I would love that. Almost as much as I'd love a Seahawks-Patriots matchup.
Hey gentlemen, good morning from the flight deck. My name's Scott. I'll be your captain today on American Eagle Flight 6047 with service up to Seattle.
Digital design.
I'm up front here with Jonathan. We're we get loaded up here, just waiting on our final paperwork. Hopefully we'll be here a few minutes early this morning, get going. We do have a little bit of a taxi today. We're on the south side of the airport. Should be departing on the north side of the airport. Probably looking at around a 15-minute taxi as we make our way up there. Airborne, we're looking at 2 hours and 10 minutes. 2 hours, 10 minutes. Right now it is showing some bumps along the way. We'll try and work with air traffic control, find some smooth air for you. Otherwise, up in Seattle, probably overcast skies, possibly some light rain, and low to mid-60s by the time we get up there. We'll update you with some better weather
that game expected the Patriots to just destroy the Chiefs. Boy, they showed them, didn't they? There's nothing better besides watching them lose, but to watch a Bill Belichick press conference after they lose. It's the best. Gets all monotone, and he's already monotone anyway. I think it's extra monotone, and just basically just starts putting his whole team down. Yeah, we weren't very good. We kind of sucked, and pretty much sucked on offense, sucked on defense, sucked on special teams. Tom Brady sucked. We all sucked. I love it. Carlos, are you gonna stream the whole flight? No. Once they shut the door, I'm gonna turn it off. It's gonna be too loud anyway. Which probably got about 2 minutes left. Banana Boys. Richard Sherman's out for a season opener. But I hadn't heard that. Alexander, you and your excuses. What did I miss? Even though his last time, 4 of the picks weren't his fault. Okay. Alexander says, I'm reading your guys' conversation now. How about that depleted pass defense that couldn't stop anything in the second half after the Hightower injury? Remember, losing control the first half when healthy. Well, all I can say is that Julian Edelman injury is going to be a probably bigger deal than most people gave it credit for. I think the Patriots, like last year, they did it without Gronkowski for most of the season. But I think not having Edelman in there is huge. That guy's is a game changer. So losing him is, we'll see if they can overcome it. But Amendola ain't no Edelman, that's for sure. What are our chances of being undefeated? I'm not even going to talk undefeated. But I'll tell you what, if we win our first, well, I said we'd go 5-0, and I still don't give them an undefeated prediction. So if they go 6-0, then I'll start thinking about it. At least entertaining the idea. Maybe 8-0. But let's just worry about this one. Can't go undefeated if you don't win the first game. What's up, Predator Wild? Toby Duck says, with Hightower out, believes the Pats will be 11-5. Yeah, but those 2 injuries are pretty huge. And that would be like us losing Baldwin and Bobby Wagner. That would be a blow. Ooh, Giants or Cowboys on Sunday night. You guys hear that Ezekiel Elliott won his appeal, and they will not suspend him, at least not during the time when this issue is still being resolved. So at this point, the 6-game suspension is on hold, so Elliott will be playing at least it's the foreseeable future, maybe even this whole season. So I bet the Cowboy Nation's pretty happy about that. I'm gonna give the edge. I'm gonna give the Cowboys the edge. Matthias, thank you very much. I plan to get some sleep on this flight. Banana Boys, the Seahawks will dominate on offense. Packers have a terrible defense. That's what I'm hoping. Because Packers have a great offense, not so great D. We've got a great defense, and well, we'll see how our offense looks like. I'm hoping our offense is going to be full of firepower that no one's talking about right now. One Truth, 10-10. I have no idea who's doing the halftime show. Sammy, flight, yeah, not too long, 2 hours, I think. Flying beside him, like the name. I can't wait to see our pass rush. I just can't wait to see Sheldon Richardson up the middle, just bearing down on the quarterback. Score prediction, 27-24 Seahawks. The last second field goal. Play DJ for live too. Do I play fantasy football? No, I don't, believe it or not. I've entertained the idea for a long time, but just don't have enough time to do it, so I haven't taken the plunge yet. I know if I do, I'll be totally addicted, so. Packers are never at their best in the early season anyway. Remember 4-6 last year. Well, that's true. But we lost to them in the really beginning part of the season a couple years ago, so you never know. But we haven't done well. Lambeau, 18 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a couple minutes, the boarding door will be closed. If you plan to use your mobile device during flight, please make sure the device is set to airplane mode or the cellular service is turned off. Before the aircraft can move, everyone must be seated with their seatbelts fastened, tray tables carrying items stowed, and aisle armrests lowered. If you're having trouble locating a place for your bags, flight attendants are available in the aisle to assist you. We'll be departing for Seattle shortly.
Tyler all season, so it's going to be almost coming like out of nowhere. Toby Duck says, I feel that Jermaine Kearse and Sheldon Richardson trade was good. It was good. You know, I feel bad that Kearse is no longer there. He's contributed some of the best catches over the years, but at the same time, between those great catches, he's had some down moments where he's been called for offensive pass interference. Hasn't gotten open. He has a problem getting open off the line, which I think was his biggest downfall. Doesn't have a good first step. Unlike Baldwin's got amazing moves off the line. Can get guys just completely turned around and backwards from his first step off the line. Austin Wynn wants to know I'm in LAX, getting ready to head back to Seattle. Sammy, what's my thoughts on the Patriots and Chiefs game? Well, I didn't watch that. I was flying down to New Mexico when that game was being played, so I had to watch highlights. That's all I've seen. But from what I saw, Kansas City's got some weapons. That rookie is pretty amazing. See if they can do it week after week. But yeah, Patriots defense actually I think was the surprise. Just didn't play very well on D. A lot of blown edges, blown coverages. So we'll see if they adjust. Robot Wookie, what's up? Bricio wants to know why did they let Williams go? He was on fire. Well, a lot of people reacted the same way. I was surprised too. But I think a lot of it has to do with Williams mostly made his plays on go routes down the sideline, particularly the left sideline. if you think about it, how many more plays did they make besides that? You know, I made a lot of them against a backup corner, and I think what they realized is that, you know, besides that route, he wasn't getting open in other situations besides those one-go routes that he was spectacular on. So, you know, I think it was just other facets of the game. We only remember the great plays, but we don't see the ones where he didn't do something. And that's what the coaching staff is looking for is, you know, what are you doing between the other times when you are supposed to get open. So, obviously they see something that we don't see. But I was surprised too. DJ for Life 2, are you going into road games? I'm going to go to, for sure, to Titans game later this month, and LA Rams. I'll be down there in October for that one, so 2 for sure. Alright, got about 1 minute left. Who do I think wins on Monday, Chargers or Broncos? I already said Chargers. No. Kaysen was on fire, but it was the preseason, it's true. BCR, digital design, not ignoring you. I answered one of your questions earlier. Sometimes these things go by really fast. Oh, subscribe to me and hit me up. Let's go to that game. Yeah, I will check out your channel. Browns will go 16-0, win Super Bowl 52. Nice.
The boarding door is now closed. Feel free to use your mobile devices at any
later.
time as long as it's set to airplane mode. Before the aircraft can move, everyone must be seated with their seatbelts fastened. Tray tables carrying items stored on aisle armrest lowered. Prepare doors for departure.